30 years ago, Exotica was released with a soundtrack by Mychael Danna.
Oh, yes.
And the incredible use of Everybody Knows by
Yeah.
Leonard Cohen.
Right.
Was it difficult to obtain the rights to use that song?
Yes, because we had a very small budget, and when I approached Leonard Cohen's manager, they said impossible, no way. But the good thing is I'm Armenian, and on Everybody Knows there's an oud, someone playing oud, and I saw that his name was Armenian, so I used the Armenian community in Los Angeles to contact this person, and I asked him if he was friends with Leonard Cohen. He said yes. He asked me to play. I said, can you please ask him if I can use Everybody Knows. So he asked Leonard Cohen, and then we made a deal. But it was a miracle because I designed the whole film around this song, but I didn't know it was going to be so expensive.
Mychael Danna has composed the soundtracks
Yes.
of all your movies.
Mychael Danna is brilliant. Mychael Danna is the best composer. He won an Oscar for Life of Pi. He does all these big Hollywood films now, but we still work together, and he is really one of my best friends. But we started our careers together, and we will always be working together. And his work in this film, Seven Veils, is brilliant. He's really, he's really one of the best composers, and very proud of his Italian roots as well. So.
In 2002, for Ararat, you directed a legend like Charles Aznavour.
Yes,
What
yeah.
was the experience?
Working with Charles Aznavour, people ask me who are the biggest. When I look at all the actors I've worked with, the biggest stars are not like Liam Neeson or Julianne Moore or Ryan Reynolds. It's Charles Aznavour. Charles Aznavour is the biggest star I will ever work with. He's like such a huge figure in our culture, but the most generous and very subtle man. Very, very beautiful and very, very humble. But always creative, always creative. He was always writing songs. He had a recorder with him. He was always humming. He was constantly writing songs.
Has it ever happened that a particular song, like in Felice's Journey, Wagner, a particular song inspired a scene in one of your films?
Well, I mean, in this film, the whole film is inspired by this. But the only song I can say specifically was "Everybody Knows." "Everybody Knows" was written in the script, and that's why when I didn't get it, it was really painful. Before that, I had experience with the adjuster. I fell in love with a song by the Pixies. So the Pixies, it was before they were popular, and I wrote this song in. And then when I tried to get it, it was too expensive. So you have to be careful about not falling in love too much, because you may not be able to get the song, right? But recently, I try and make sure the song is available before I fall in love with it. And because otherwise, like with Everybody Knows, the problem is that we choreograph the dance to the song. So we needed to have the rights.
Last, what kind of listener are you? Who are your favorite singers and the ones you often return to? Or your favorite composer?
Oh boy. Well, it depends what genre we're talking about. For classical, I would say Bach. I love Bach. I love Mozart. I like Wagner. I like Brahms, Beethoven, blah blah blah. For pop music, of course, so many bands. I would say right now I really love The National. The National is one of my favorite bands. I would say that I really like PJ Harvey. I just saw her in concert in Toronto. She's amazing. This new concert is incredible. I really love Led Zeppelin. So I continue to follow Robert Plant on all his solo projects. So I like classic rock and roll, but I also like a lot of indie work, and I also really love, so many influences. I listen to a lot of music, jazz as well. So I also play guitar, so this is why my nails are long. So I love classical guitar, and I love, all sorts of, so many styles, so many influences.
Thank you.
I think as a filmmaker, you need to be listening to music all the time. It's very important.